Invoking the blessings of the Almighty, respected elders, distinguished guests, and participants from around the world, Sairam and good evening. Welcome to day 58 of the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival here at Sathya Grama. At the outset, we extend a warm welcome to our guest, Shri Madhavaneni Raghunandan Rao, Honorable Member of Parliament representing Medak Constituency, Telangana. The mission of Bhagwan Baba continued under the leadership of Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai with the establishment of numerous educational campuses across Karnataka. The first school to be established is the Sri Sathya Sai Vidyaniketanam campus in Kalaburgi district. Inaugurated in 2012, the school began with a single batch of grade 8 students and has since grown into a full-fledged university campus. Today, it provides seamless education from grade 6 through to university level. By providing access to quality education and holistic development, this expansive 62-acre campus stands as a symbol of hope, learning, and inspiration, transforming the lives of thousands of students, many of whom are from rural backgrounds. As part of the Know Your Mission segment, Brother Snehil Naidu will share with us more insights on the campus. Brother Snehil hails from Raipur, Chhattisgarh and joined the Sri Sathya Sai Center for Human Excellence in 2014 to pursue his Bachelor's of Science degree. After completing his Master's in Physics, he served as the principal of Sri Sathya Sai Vidyaniketanam Kalaburgi campus. He currently serves as Pradhana Palaka and academic in charge while simultaneously pursuing research in the field of physics. Brother Snehil, please.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Most loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dear Sadguru, Honorable Chief Guest, respected elders, dear devotees from around the world, brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to one and all. Today I am blessed to represent Sri Sathya Sai Vidyaniketanam, a boys' campus which is a part of Sri Sathya Sai Lokaseva Gurukulam group of institutions. The campus is situated in the district of Kalaburgi in Karnataka, which is about 600 kilometers away from Muddenahalli. The journey of this campus began in the year 2011 in the month of August, when Bhagwan Baba, in his subtle form, called Sri B.N. Narasimhamurthy to Sai Anandam and revealed to him his master plan of continuing the mission of education envisioned by Sri Madhyal Narayan Bhatt, who was the founder of Lok Seva institutions. Bhagwan also revealed that the land for the construction of this campus was already seen by him in his divine vision. It was a 50-acre site sloping towards the north and east, having an old road towards the east and another road towards the south. These are the pictures of the chosen land. And yes, the land was touched by God long before it was found by man. Just as the mightiest of trees come out of tiniest of seeds, similarly, the campus began as a humble hut, as we can see in the first image. Shri Dwarkanath was instrumental in building this campus from its scratch, and we shall remain ever grateful to him for all his selfless services. Soon, a temporary shed was built featuring a long hall which would act as dining hall, as classrooms, as staying rooms or prayer hall depending on the time of the day. While the beginning was humble, something grand was coming. It was the rise of the majestic Pentagon building. And I would like to bring your attention to the picture on the right. We can see our dear Sadguru, who is toiling under the scorching sun of North Karnataka, having the site plan in his hands and supervising the construction himself. This is a true example of leading by example. He was not just a witness to the rise, but also made it happen, working on the grounds. And true to the words of Bhagwan, the Pentagon building was inaugurated in just 1 year of time after its Bhumi Puja. Here are some glimpses from the inauguration event. A few years later, Madhusudan, the hostel building for the students of the campus, was inaugurated. It is not just an ordinary hostel, but a divine sanctuary where the students experience the love of divine, they grow, and they transform. In February 2017, the pre-university college was established, which was a stepping stone towards something bigger, which was yet to come. And it was the university, Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, which was established in July of 2019, which marked a landmark moment in the mission of education. In Sadguru's words, the students studying in engineering colleges graduate as engineers. Those in the medical colleges graduate as doctors. But those studying at Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence graduate as gods. Here are a few glimpses from the inauguration event. We can see Sadguru along with Sri T.B. Jayachandra unveiling the plaque. Before moving forward, I'd like to mention, decades ago, a local saint by name Sri Ishwar Mutya had seen this divine phenomenon, and pointing towards the land where the campus stands today, he had revealed that this particular land will become a golden light. He said, "Idu bangarada bettavagatte." And true to his words, the university stands tall today as a shining golden light in the path of illumination, in the path of self-realization in the lives of thousands of students. As we move forward, let us also understand another aspect. The district of Kalaburgi is one among the 6 districts forming the Kalyana Karnataka region, which is also known as the Hyderabad Karnataka region. Before the formation of the state of Karnataka, these 6 districts were the bordering districts of 3 states, the state of Bombay, Hyderabad, and Mysore. And being far away from their capitals, they lacked support and growth. Even after becoming a part of the state of Karnataka, they suffered great neglect as they were far from Bengaluru, which was the capital of the state. We can see how this has impacted the education in this particular region. The literacy rate in 2015 in Kalyana Karnataka is as low as just 63.7%. The pupil-teacher ratio is 40 students to 1 teacher. The SSLC pass rate at Kalaburgi is 42.4%, which ranks the lowest in the state. The higher education gross enrollment ratio is just 26%. Looking at these figures, we can clearly understand that this campus has the potential to become one of the most important educational centers in the regions in times to come. Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Niketanam is spread across 62 acres of land. Currently, there are 213 students who are part of this institution. We have 28 teaching and non-teaching staff in the Gurukulam, and we have 46 supporting and maintenance staff. The vision of holistic education is to provide education free of cost of global standards of excellence based on ancient Indian ethos and contribute individuals of competent hands, brilliant head, and compassionate heart for the universal welfare. Sri Sathya Sai Lokaseva Gurukulam does not just enable students to clear examinations, but shapes their all-round personalities based on the 3H formula: head, heart, and hands. In the Gurukulam, we follow the curriculum framed by the National Institute of Open Schooling, which was discussed in another presentation. The images here depict how the afternoon activity hours provide students time to cultivate academic skills and practice what they learn during the class hours. Towards development of spiritual hearts, the students' daily routines revolve around God, including the daily prayers. On every Thursday of every month, a monthly Homa is conducted, led by the students pursuing BA in Vedic studies, and along with them, it is supported by the students of the Gurukulam themselves. This instills a sense of faith and devotion among all the students. Also, every evening, there are Paravidya classes where the students learn the highest truths of spirituality from the ancient Indian texts like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, etc. Towards the development of competent hands, the students actively participate in various activities. Here, we can see a group of volunteer students carrying out cleaning drives, other students serving in guest dining, and yet others perform slow and percussion marches for different events. These students form a team of volunteers themselves. They appoint leaders, and they carry out the tasks themselves, just supervised by some interns or teachers. Here, we can also see the students of university celebrating Teachers' Day in a unique way. They take over the entire Gurukulam for a day, and they teach their favorite subjects to the students of the Gurukulam. Here we see our students participating in various club activities. The Lion Dance Club, and we saw their performance yesterday. The students' orchestra, and the students also participate in learning music and various instruments. These are few pictures of the sports club. The sports club conducts training and tournaments across various sports throughout the year. Coming to the facilities of the campus, here we can see a lush green football field, cricket field along with athletics track and field, and synthetic volleyball and basketball courts along with an open amphitheater. The facilities also include a staff quarters for resident staff and their families, Sai Vishranti, a guest house for the visitors, and a simple yet serene Goshala, which is rendering its services to 23 cows at the present. Towards a greener tomorrow, the students come together and conduct various plantation drives. We also have a sewage treatment plant for recycling of water. We also have a solar power plant with an active power capacity of 130 kilowatts peak. The campus also features lush green landscape, reducing its carbon footprint. The campus also celebrates various festivals to ignite the spirit of unity of religions among the students. Another initiative is the self-development sessions, where the students are taught subjects which are not generally taught in their classrooms. For example, the art of fine dining, the art of keeping their place clean, the importance of exercises, etc. It also provides students the opportunity to come forward and present their ideas, to present the various book reviews, and helps in developing their communication skills. Last year, in June, in the presence of Sadguru, we started another initiative, the Digital Outreach Program, with support from Dell Technologies. As part of this program, we reach the government school students using computer-equipped buses, providing hands-on digital training, a 20-hour practical module culminating in certification. The district administration's support has been invaluable towards this cause. In the previous academic year, we covered 1,485 government school students across 8 schools. This year, we have already covered 811 school-going students across 4 schools, and the plan is to cover 1,883 students across 9 schools. Let us now hear from a headmaster from one of the beneficiary schools.
NEPಯಲ್ಲಿ 9ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯಿಂದ ಐಟಿಯನ್ನು ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 8ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 30 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತಂತಹ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮುಂದೆ ಆ ಒಂದು 9ನೇ ತರಗತಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ಐಟಿಯನ್ನು ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಜ್ಞಾನನೇ ಇರುವುದೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಎದುರಿಸಿದರು. ಆದರೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದರೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಶ್ರೀ ಸತ್ಯಸಾಯಿ ಶಾಲೆಯವರು ನೀಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಡೆಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ಒಂದು ದಿನದ ಕೊನೆಯ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕರೆದು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ.
Moving forward, a new kitchen cum dining hall is planned with a seating capacity of approximately 300 students and staff. It will also feature a modern, fully equipped kitchen. Also, in the list of upcoming projects, we have a new sports complex with a swimming pool, lawn tennis courts, Sai Swasthya diagnostic centers, and a healthcare center. Towards campus operations, the support and guidance of our elders has always been invaluable. We have Professor Srikantamurthy, the Vice Chancellor and Chairman of the campus, Professor Hanumantrao Naidu, the Registrar Admin of the university, Srimati Rupa Murthy, who is the Guru Mata of the campus, and Srimati Shivashankari, who is the Finance Officer of the campus, along with the young dedicated team of Palakas, who are ready to execute and implement all the decisions. Also, we have the backbone of our campus, the interns, who are the undergraduates of Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, and they have graduated from being children of Sai to becoming children for Sai, from rights to responsibility, and we are very happy to share that out of the 14 interns, which you all can see on the screen, 11 of them have successfully completed 2 years of their internship, and now they have enrolled themselves for the post-graduation programs in the university. Let us go through a journey through time. As we near the end of this presentation, let us reflect on how divine will, partnered with dedicated human efforts, has manifested this remarkable journey in front of our very eyes. The mission continues forever. Thank you, Sai Ram.
This evening, we are delighted to present the CSR Circle of Honor to SG Corporates for their outstanding contribution in the field of education and nutrition. SG Corporates was founded in the year 1987 by Mr. Sathya Shankar. It is known for its Bindu mineral water and other ethnic flavored products like fruit juices, sodas, and snacks. Today, they have manufacturing units in Puttur, Sangareddy, and Vishakhapatnam. With their flagship product Bindu Fizz Jeera Masala, SG Corporates soared to national and international acclaim. Today, the House of Bindu stands as a leading food and beverage company in India. SG Corporates are the official beverage partners of our annual sports and cultural meet. They have been supporting us with Bindu brand of Jaljeera and fruit juices since last year. SG Corporates also support the Annapurna Morning Nutrition Program in Puttur region of Karnataka state. Representing SG Corporates, we have with us this evening Mr. Sathya Shankar and Mrs. Ranjita Shankar. May we please invite them both on stage to receive the honor. Mr. Sathya Shankar, a self-made entrepreneur from Bellare Puttur Taluk, who despite limited formal education has become an iconic figure in Karnataka's business landscape. He is currently the Managing Director of SG Corporates. Mrs. Ranjita Shankar is the Executive Director and brings with her business intelligence, fostering a woman-friendly environment. Today, she stands as a pillar of strength for both the organization and Mr. Shankar. We now invite Mr. Sathya Shankar to share a few words with us.
ಸದ್ಗುರು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಸಾಯಿಯವರ ಪಾದಾರವಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತಾ, ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆ, ಅನ್ನದಾನ ಇದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಸೇವೆ ನಾವು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಸೇವೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ, ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದೇವರು ಕೂಡ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಕೃಪೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ದೇವರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮುದ್ದೇನಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ. ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರು ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೋಹನ ಸಾಯಿಯವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಮುಂಚೆದು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಯಾಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಇದರ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳಿಕೆ ಸತ್ಯಸಾಯಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಮಡಿಯಾಲ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಭಟ್ ಅವರು ಈ ಒಂದು ಮುದ್ದೇನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲನ್ನು ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮುದ್ದೇನಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಹೆಸರಿದೆ, ಅಳಿಕೆ ಮುದ್ದೇನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೆಸರಿದೆ. ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೋಹನ್ ಸಾಯಿಯವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ಮುಂಚೆ ಆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅವರೊಂದು ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದರು. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಬರುವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಅತ್ಯಾಶ್ಚರ್ಯವಾಯಿತು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಪನೆ, ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ, ಅದು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನ, ಅನ್ನದಾನ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವುದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ದೇವರು ಕೃಪೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಒಂದು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಿಂದ ಅದು ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ಕನಸು ಕಾಣುವುದು ಸುಲಭ, ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಲು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರಬಲ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಬಲ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸದ್ಗುರು ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಸಾಯಿಯವರ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಸತ್ಯಸಾಯಿ ಬಾಬಾ ಅವರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಸಾಯಿಯವರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಕೋಟಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ಫುಡ್ಡಿನ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ನಾವು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗಳು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇದೆ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 15 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಇವತ್ತು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನದ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ರೂಪುಗೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನ, ಅನ್ನದಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದೇವರು ಕೃಪಾಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯು ಜಗತ್ತಿನಾದ್ಯಂತ ಬೆಳಗಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಜೂನಲ್ಲಿ ಸದ್ಗುರು ಮಧುಸೂದನ್ ಸಾಯಿಯವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಿನ ಜನರಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಚ್ಛಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸದ್ಗುರುವರ ಕನಸು ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತಾ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಮುದ್ದೇನಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೀಮಿನವರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಧನ್ಯವಾದವನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಸಾಯಿರಾಮ್.
Mr. Shankar expressed his gratitude and good fortune for this opportunity to be a part of this mission and prayed for the establishment of a school in Puttur. This evening, we are also delighted to announce the launch of a co-branded health card for all employees of SG Corporates. For this, we call upon Mr. Vivek Kumar, Chief Marketing Officer of Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, along with Mr. P.V. Krishnamohan, CSR Lead of Prashanti Balamandira Trust. This card offers SG Corporates members and their families seamless and cashless access to comprehensive healthcare services at our hospital, including OPD, IPD, diagnostics, surgeries and wellness, ensuring zero copay and no out-of-pocket expenses. With dedicated counters, priority assistance and private bed facilities, the card provides easy access for their well-being. This initiative reflects a commitment to SG Corporate's health, financial efficiency, and shared vision of compassionate healthcare. This evening, we are delighted to celebrate the Republic of Kazakhstan, a land of vast horizons, ancient heritage, and enduring spirit. As a key part of the ancient Silk Road, situated at the crossroads of Central Asia and Eastern Europe, Kazakhstan has been a confluence of cultures for numerous civilizations, including Turkish, Mongol, Persian, and Russian cultures. Known for the world's largest dry steppe region, Kazakhstan has been home to proud and resilient people whose nomadic traditions are deeply rooted in harmony with nature. Kazakhstan stands today as a bridge between East and West, embodying a unique blend of tradition and modernity. Kazakhstan is also known as the birthplace of the apple fruit and is also believed to be one of the regions where horses were first domesticated. Today, it shines as a multi-ethnic, multicultural, and multi-religious secular state where diversity is embraced and unity is cherished. Today, we are honored to present the One World, One Family Global Humanitarian Award to Ms. Aruzhan Sain from Kazakhstan in recognition of her exceptional contributions in the field of women and child welfare. Ms. Aruzhan Sain is a pioneering media professional and a compassionate humanitarian devoted to improving the lives of children across her nation. In 1994, she founded Aruzhan and Company, one of Kazakhstan's earliest production centers to create original television content in Kazakh language, including innovative educational programs for children. Her visionary initiative, Mekteb School Online, stands as a comprehensive digital learning platform for grade 1 to 11, offering thousands of structured lessons, subject-specific channels, and interactive educational games, making quality learning accessible to children nationwide. In 2006, she established the public foundation, Mercy Voluntary Society, which she continues to lead as director. Under her guidance, the foundation has grown into one of Kazakhstan's most respected charitable organizations, extending support to children in difficult circumstances through a wide range of humanitarian initiatives. Between 2019 and 2023, Ms. Sain served as the Children's Rights Ombudsman of Republic of Kazakhstan, where she played a vital role in advancing child protection and welfare policies at the national level. Her outstanding contributions have earned her numerous accolades, including All-Time Zurich Golden Heart Award in 2009, the Miriam Mercy Badge in 2017, and the Order of Kermit Honor in 2019. We now invite Ms. Aruzhan Sain to receive the One World, One Family Global Humanitarian Award, followed by her acceptance speech.
Сәлеметсіздер ме? Hello, dear Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, dear audience and students. My name is Aruzhan Sain. It's with deep respect and gratitude that I thank you for this invitation and the honor of representing my beloved Kazakhstan at the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival. This award does not belong to me. It belongs to the people of Kazakhstan who united around our organization, which I have led for 20 years to help children in need. I'm also a TV presenter and producer. Over than 30 years ago, as students, we helped children in orphanages. And when the internet came to our life, many people joined us and much more help began to flow. One of the children from the orphanage was admitted to the oncohematology ward, where we meet children with blood cancer and started to help them too. Another boy needed a bone marrow transplantation, which unavailable in Kazakhstan at that time. And I wrote about him on internet online, and many people responded. We realized the world is full of kind people ready to help. To enable businesses to help officially, we created our foundation. It was 2006 and started our first project, Save Children's Lives. We couldn't save that boy, first boy, but for today, 2,737 children have since received life-saving support. We're sending children whose diagnoses are not treatable in Kazakhstan to clinic to other countries, many different countries, including India. This award also belongs to the doctors and clinics who welcome them. One of our initiatives is Kazakhstan Without Orphans. Together with other organizations, we studied the issue, worked with parliament and government, changed laws. In 20 years, we reduced the number of children in orphanages by 10 times. Every child deserves a family and happiness. My younger brother is autistic. Our parents were an example of unwavering love, hope, and dedication. From that, we learned a great deal. And 15 years ago, our foundation opened the center, and today our autism center helps more than 150 children and parents daily. We use proven methods, and the results are remarkable. Children begin to speak, learn by school program, contact with others, and children sing, dance, paint pictures, play music and sports. Parents regain hope, the strength, and move forward with their children. We support children with all forms of disabilities, providing equipment, medicine, and care. And this award also belongs to the parents of our children. Both biological and adoptive, theirs love creates miracle every day. I'm proud that our foundation brings together people of different religions and backgrounds, all united in helping children without any discrimination. Another our project, Mektep Online, School Online, is now 5 years old. We created 7,000 plus free video lessons in math, physics, chemistry, geography, biology, and other. And they are available on YouTube and free and other platforms. Today, millions of children in over than 70 countries watch our lessons in Kazakh, Russian, and English language. Thousands of comments show how they improved grades, kids fell in love with science and entered universities. Children without access to good schools and teachers now have the chance for a better future. This award also belongs to our wonderful teachers who share their knowledge with millions. I am blessed to be surrounded by people who believe that the world of tomorrow depends on what we do today. People who believe in dreams and in miracles. And every day we see that dreams come true, with everyone contributes just a piece of their soul and action. From small donations, even 10 cents or dollar, we raise enough to save lives, for example, and do many more good things. And I'm proud to be part of this world and to serve. Thank you for bringing so many incredible people to this sacred place. You are uniting the world. On this planet, we are no borders because there is love, respect, and belief in one another. Together, we can give the best of ourselves and build a better future for all of us. Wishing your peace and light with love from our wonderful Kazakhstan. Thank you. Thank you.
This evening, we have two representatives from Kazakhstan who will address us. First, we invite Ms. Zhania Maova to share with us more details about her country. With over 15 years of experience in school education, she stands as an inspiring example of values and action. A former Balvika student, during her teenage years, she continues to embody its values through her active involvement in community service initiatives in Almaty. Ms. Zhania Maova also contributes to the translation of books on human values, helping spread these universal messages of love and goodness across cultures. Ms. Zhania, please.
dear Sadguru, distinguished guests, representatives from around the world, brothers and sisters, warm greetings from the Republic of Kazakhstan, a land where vast steppes meet endless skies and where the heart of Eurasia beats the timeless harmony. It's a great honor to represent Kazakhstan at this One World, One Family World Cultural Festival, a celebration of humanity's diversity and shared values. Today, we invite you on a brief journey through our country, its beauty, its culture, and its soul. Kazakhstan is the largest landlocked country in the world, located in the very heart of Eurasia, a bridge between Europe and Asia. For centuries, caravans of the Great Silk Road crossed our lands, carrying goods, ideas, and cultures that enriched our heritage. We share borders with Russia, China, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and the Caspian Sea. With a population of around 20 million, we are home to more than 130 ethnic groups living together in peace and harmony and friendship. Kazakhstan's climate is continental, hot summers and cold, snowy winters. Our capital city, Astana, stands as a symbol of our country's bright future, modern, dynamic, and architecturally unique. From futuristic cities to untouched nature, Kazakhstan offers endless diversity, majestic steppes, towering mountains, and serene lakes stretching across 2.75 million square kilometers. Our currency is the tenge. Our official language is Kazakh. Among our most iconic landmarks stands the Bayterak Tower in Astana, symbolizing growth and renewal. We also take pride in the Baikonur Cosmodrome, the world's first and largest space launch site from where Yuri Gagarin began his historic journey into space in 1961. Tokhtar Aubakirov, the first Kazakh cosmonaut who flew to space in 1991. It remains a symbol of Kazakhstan's contribution to global scientific progress. The Sharon Canyon, often called the Grand Canyon of Central Asia, reveals the artistic hand of nature and its red cliffs and ancient rock formations. The Kolsai lakes, the pearls of Tian mirror the sky amidst pine-covered mountains. Bozhram is a breathtaking white chalk landscape on the Yasturt Plateau in western Kazakhstan. Its surreal shapes and towering cliffs create a scene that feels like another planet. And the mausoleum of Hoja Ahmet Yasavi in Turkestan, about him you have heard today in the speech of our spiritual leader, Dosai Kinjetaev. This mausoleum is a 14th century UNESCO World Heritage Site, reflects Kazakhstan's deep spiritual and cultural roots. Kazakhstan philosophy is shaped by its nomadic traditions, Islamic faith, and profound respect for nature and humanity. The Sufi heritage teaches inner peace and balance, while the nomadic code of honor values freedom, generosity, and resilience. More than 130 ethnic and religious communities, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Buddhists, and others live together in harmony. Interfaith dialogue and mutual respect are at the heart of our national identity. Kazakh cuisine reflects the spirit of our nomadic ancestors, generous, wholesome, and deeply symbolic. During Nowruz, our spring festival, marking renewal and unity, families prepare Nowruz Kuje, a soup made from 7 ingredients, symbolizing abundance, prosperity, and again, harmony. So today you've tried it during the lunch. Borsak is another cuisine of our culture, fried dough piece served with tea. Dairy products hold a special place. Qurt, small dried cheese balls, once provided strength to travelers crossing the steppe. Shubat is a traditional fermented camel milk drink known for their health benefits. As for traditional clothing, Kazakhstan's attire reflects its nomadic heritage, blending practicality with elegant ornamentation. Women wear long dresses, jacket or kamzol with ornaments, ornate jewelry. Men traditionally wear the shapan, a long robe, fur or felt hats such as tubeti or malakai, and sturdy leather boots suited to the steppe climate. Kazakh culture is both ancient and alive, evolving yet deeply connected to its roots. The dombra and kobas, our beloved instruments, carry the voice of the steppe, telling stories of love and bravery. We honor great figures such as Abay Kunombayoglu, the poet and philosopher, who awakened our national conscience. His timeless words, "Адамзаттың бәрін сүй, бауырым" деп, which means love all humankind as your brothers, express our belief in universal love and kindness. And today, artists like Dimash Kudaibergen bring Kazakhstan spirit to the world through music that transcends boundaries. Kazakhstan continues to build a society of well-being and inclusion. We have achieved nearly universal literacy and strong digital inclusion, with over 96% of citizens using the internet. Yet challenges remain, especially in rural areas where schools and hospitals need more support. In health, around 28% of women still face anemia, and lifestyle-related illnesses are rising. The government and NGOs are addressing this through nutrition awareness and preventive healthcare. Socially, we are expanding inclusive education and digital services to ensure that every citizen, including people with disabilities and vulnerable families, has access to opportunities and care. To ensure equal opportunities and improve quality of life for all citizens, it's important to address existing social gaps, reduce anemia and obesity through nutrition programs, improve infrastructure and resources in rural schools, upgrade primary health care in underserved areas, expanding inclusive education and social care for minorities and children with special needs. Across Kazakhstan, love and compassion are turning into action. New rural schools, digital classrooms, and mobile medical units are reaching remote communities. NGOs and volunteers work hand in hand to support mothers, children, and the elderly. These initiatives show that when people unite with a pure heart, progress blossoms naturally. Kazakhstan's voice to the world is one of resilience, openness, and unity. From the boundless steppe to the Caspian shores, we share a message of peace, hospitality, and balance between tradition and progress, between humanity and nature. May we continue to work together, one world, one family, one life. Rahmet, that's it. Thank you. So, dear Sadguru, we have a special gift from Kazakhstan for you, shapan, which is a ceremonial royal robe, and our national sweets. Thank you all. Sam, thank you, Swami.
Now, we will have a short video presentation on the service initiatives that are carried out by the volunteers of the One World, One Family mission in Kazakhstan. May we have the video, please? Next, we have Dr. Risti Mukazhanova from Kazakhstan, who will share with us her transformative journey. Dr. Risti Mukazhanova serves as the director of the Socially Active Initiative non-profit foundation. An economist by training, she began her professional journey at the Research Institute for Planning and Standards after graduating from St. Petersburg Technical University. In 2001, as part of the Bobek Foundation program, she underwent training in human values at the Institute of Sathya Education, Thailand. She later earned her doctorate from Abai Kazakh National Pedagogical University. A passionate educator and developer of teachers' training programs, Dr. Mukazhanova has also served as the Deputy Director of the Institute for Harmonious Human Development in Almaty. At present, she continues her dedicated efforts in values-based education and the development of transformative learning programs at Abai Kazakh National Pedagogical University. Dr. Risti Mukazhanova, please.
Dear Sadguru, Shri Madhusudan Sai, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for the opportunity to be part of this great mission, one world, one family. Today, I would like to share with you a story of my inner transformation. This is not a story of some grand spiritual achievement. It's just about the journey of a soul, one person who searched, fell, got up, and searched again for someone who is always here, who is always now, who is the true essence of each of us. Although I was born in a family of a Communist Party member, I grew up in a deeply spiritual family. Yes, without icons, without temples, but with a sense of the presence of something bright, divine. Moral values were not an empty phrase. They were a way of life. Kazakhstan was part of the Soviet Union, where main ideology was Marxism-Leninism and atheism. But it seems to me that at the same time, people believe deep down in the divine principle, in a bright future. And when the Soviet Union collapsed and our countries gained independence, it triggered a true spiritual explosion. People were searching for meaning as if they were starving. They searched everywhere, joining study circles, attending seminars, workshops, courses, etc. We were all seekers, and so was I too. And then in adulthood, already a mother of 3 children, I read the Bhagavad Gita and the other spiritual texts for the first time. No, I didn't just read it, I swallowed it. It was as if someone had opened a window into my soul. I just remembered it. It was something that had always lived within me. And from that moment on, my journey began. A path that led me to the ashram of Satya Sai Baba nearly 30 years ago. On my very first trip to Prashanti Nilayam, we attended a conference on human values. Was it a coincidence? Of course not. This event was the turning point of my life. We started values education classes in Almaty, my hometown. At the time, I began working in a school, just temporarily, I thought. But destiny had other plans. I never imagined I would one day defend a dissertation on this very topic. I had no idea I traveled to Thailand for a Satya Sai education courses. I never expected to receive a diploma from the divine hands. None of it was planned, but someone knew. Someone had a plan. Someone led me. My profession, classes, lectures, participation in international conferences, they became more than just a job. They became my personal path of transformation. I began to notice that this someone was acting through me. Miracles happened to people during our classes. Someone returned to their family, someone improved their relationships with relatives, someone solved their health problems. People came up and said, "You were talking just for me and about me. And how did you find out about my pain?" And I wouldn't even remember what exactly I had said. And inside, I was happy. It means that it wasn't me who said it. That's what he said. He was guiding me and those who were listening. He is the doer. He is the only doer. Over time, I stopped being attached to the results. I realized the results are not mine. My only task is to be an instrument. Everything else is in his hands. I learned to accept both success and failure. Because I am not the doer, one day, while delivering groceries to families during a Seva activity, we visited a woman with 5 children. She was sitting quietly on a bed, her leg in a cast, broken. She didn't say a word. We left unsure of how she felt about our visit. But on our next visit, she rushed out to greet us, embraced us, and wept with gratitude. And she said, "I had recently lost my husband and was the only one supporting my family. When I broke my leg, I thought it was the end. Everything felt over. We had no money for food. I prayed and cried out to God. But in my despair, I said, 'You don't exist.' At that moment, you arrived with food and kindness. It felt like God himself came to me, heard my prayers, and stayed by my side. You restored my faith. Then we cried together. And there was a question in my heart. Who is helping whom? They are helping us. They are our teachers. Service is our purification, our transformation. There are many such stories, and I truly believe that each of them brings us closer to Him, to the one who has guided us from birth, to the one who loves us and silently waits for our return, to the one who is our true self. And I believe that He will lead us to the ultimate goal of our lives. And that is why I'm walking. I'm just walking. Walking to Thee. Walking to self. Thank you, Rahmet.
We now invite Mr. Madhavaneni Raghunandan Rao to address all of us. A lawyer by profession, and previously he served as the member of Legislative Assembly from Dubbaka constituency of Telangana. Mr. Raghunandan Rao, please.
Revered Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai Garu, esteemed elders, distinguished guests, fellow devotees, and my dear brothers and sisters. It is with deep reverence and heartfelt joy that I stand before you today at this sacred abode, Sathya Sai Grama, Muddenahalli, to take part in the centenary celebrations of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, a divine personality whose life and mission have uplifted humanity across the world. Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba was not merely a spiritual teacher, he was a guiding light who transformed the way we understood the love, service, and faith. His timeless message, love all, serve all, and help ever, hurt never, continues to inspire the people everywhere to live lives filled with compassion, truth, selflessness, and dedication. Dear brothers and sisters, Bhagavan's greatness was not limited to his words. Many people will give bhashan, they will say so many words, but no one will try to implement it practically. But when it comes to the Sri Bhagavan Sathya Sai, it found expression in his deeds through a vast network of institutions in education, healthcare, nutrition, and rural upliftment, not only in India, but across the globe. He showed that spirituality and service are two sides of the same coin. Every project he initiated stands as a living testament to his boundless love offering to all, completely free of caste, without barriers of caste, creed, race, region, religion, or status in the society. Under the divine guidance and visionary leadership of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, this sacred mission has entered a new era of global expansion. The Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research is a shining example, providing free medical education to young students while nurturing them with the values of empathy, discipline, and service. The soon-to-be inaugurated 600-bedded multi-speciality hospital at Muddenahalli will serve as a temple of healing, offering world-class medical care entirely free of caste, a manifestation of Bhagavan's divine compassion for humanity. When a medical college was granted for this institute, generally all the medical college managements will ask for more number of the seats. But when this institute was sanctioned with 100 seats, the Bhagavan Madhusudan Sai sir said, we want only 50 doctors and 50 seats only, not more seats. Then the government was surprised why they are not taking 100 seats, why they opted only 50 seats. Because the intention and the motto behind starting this medical institute is to serve the society, but not to earn the money out of the society. Because in the society, the medical education is a commercial activity, as you are well aware. My heart also swells with pride when I speak of Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Center for Child Heart Care and Research, which was inaugurated in February 2024 in my parliament constituency of Medak, which is most of the areas of my parliament constituency are rural areas. There, this organization has been started in the name of Sanjeevani Center for Child Heart Care and Research in Siddipet district of Telangana. Telangana is known for its rich cultural heritage and rapid development. Now houses this divine institution dedicated to the healing of young hearts. This center provides completely free of cost cardiac care to the children suffering from serious heart diseases, offering hope to families across Telangana and neighboring states. Beyond treatment, the center also aims to train medical and paramedical professionals in pediatric cardiac sciences through recognized programs, thus building the next generation of skilled healers who will continue Bhagavan's mission of selfless service. Truly, the establishment of the Sanjeevani Center in Telangana is a transformative step in child health care, and I feel personally blessed that it stands in the region so close to my heart and to my parliament constituency. Equally inspiring is the Sri Sathya Sai Prashanti Niketanam Pre-University College for Girls in my constituency, more particularly at a rural area of Siddipet, founded by the Prashanti Balamandira Trust. This institution offers completely free values-based education to young women, empowering them to grow into the knowledge, character, and service. As Siddipet is my birthplace, I feel a deep sense of joy and pride to see that this sacred town is now home to such a noble institution that carries forward Bhagavan's vision of education rooted in values and selfless love. Dear friends, as we witness the grand World Cultural Festival, India is a center. India is known to the world for its heritage, culture, and the Samskruti. In world, in any place, if you go, the culture of the India is respected and the tradition of the India is being followed. More interestingly, the universities that which taught the education to the world, like Nalanda and Takshashila, after they have been closed for so many other reasons, now we can see such type of institutions in the name of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai, with the help and the for future of this country, Sri Madhusudan Sai, Sadguru Garu, has done, and he is trying to develop the same education system and old education system of this country, which includes heritage, culture, and service to the society, where the people can learn so many things. As we witness the Grand World Cultural Festival, where the participants from over 100 nations have come forward. Today, just before my speech, I think we have seen the representatives from Kazakhstan. I was told that today is the 58th day. On this 58th day, a country called Kazakhstan came to this place and they are showing their tradition and culture. The person who came before, he tried to give a dress that which was being used in the Kazakhstan to Sadguru Sai Garu. So it shows that the different cultures and traditions that are there in the world, over 100 countries are invited to this place for 100 days in the century celebrations of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai and is in his remembrance. So as a representative of the people of Telangana, I am proud that our state too have become a vibrant part of this global mission of love. The people of our region, especially from the rural areas, are deeply inspired by Bhagavan's message and by the divine works invited under the guidance of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. In a world driven by material pursuits, Bhagavan's life reminds us that true progress must blend development with dharma and growth with goodness. For those of us in public life, his teachings are a constant reminder that leadership must be rooted in truth, integrity, and compassion. As we celebrate this sacred centenary, let us rededicate ourselves to the eternal ideas of truth, rightness, peace, love, and non-violence. Let our actions reflect his message, and let our hearts become instruments of his love. On behalf of all devotees from Telangana and from across the Bharat, I offer my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sai, Sathya Sai Baba. I also express my deepest gratitude to Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, whose leadership and vision are taking this divine mission to new heights. May Bhagavan's light continue to guide our nation and the world towards the peace and unity and universal brotherhood. So before concluding, I would like to say a few words from my heart that the India is a country with a growing population of almost 150 crores, where many of the people are suffering with lack of malnutrition and healthcare and education. So the institution where we are sitting has taken a great initiative for putting up of these three efforts of giving nutritional food and healthcare and education, that too without taking a single pie from the persons, those who are being benefited out of these schemes. Like Ragi Java to the poor students in our government schools of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh and even in Karnataka and some other parts of the country, where the students, those who are coming to the school, they have been given, in order to avoid the malnutrition, they have been given Ragi Java, which is a nutritious food. As Aristotle said, the sound mind in sound body. So in order to get the nutritious food for the students, the organization under the leadership of Sri Bhagavan Madhusudan Sai, it is giving utmost importance for the nutrition of the next generation of the people. So apart from this, I came to know that I was told that the Honorable Prime Minister of our country, our beloved leader, Sir Narendra Modi ji, came here and inaugurated the medical college on 25th March 2023. So in the next coming month also, I think a 600-bedded hospital, which is completely going to give a free treatment to the poor, will be dedicated to the nation by our beloved leader, Sri Narendra Modi ji. So that is, the date is, I think, Bhagavan Sadguru Sai has been decided it in the month of November last week. Mostly it may be on November 23rd or something like that. So with the blessings of Bhagavan Sathya Sai, the poorness and the poverty of this country and the illness in the patients should come true, as that the country is growing up under the last 10 years under the dynamic leadership of our beloved Prime Minister. 25 crores of the people came out from the poverty line and now they came into the middle income group of the structure. So Bharat is known for its culture and heritage. I came from a place, very small place, where two prestigious service institutions were started in my area. So I'm thankful to the organization and the sevas and the activities that were done in the rural areas of most of the Telangana. I humbly give pranam to the Bhagavan Sri Sadguru Sai and Madhusudan Sai Garu to develop the poorest of the poor should be served first. This is the motto of the party where I stand and where I represent the Bharatiya Janata Party. And the same, almost the ideology of the Bharatiya Janasangh and Sathya Sai's and the Madhusudan Sai's. Sir, you are doing the same, and we want to serve the country under your esteemed organization. And I pray the people, those who came from Kazakhstan and other parts of the world daily who are coming to this organization to bless it. I am thankful to the head of the institution and the organization, and mostly the beloved kids and the future of the India. I have really gone through the institution since morning, and I was blessed to see such a type of smooth running organization in so many number of students are getting benefited. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Now, we would like to extend a token of our gratitude and appreciation to Mr. Madhavaneni Raghunandan Rao. We now pray to Sadguru to bless us with his benedictory message.
As they say, where there is will, there is way. Manasidre marga, that's what they say. And when there is divine will, what else can be? Even the mountains have to move to give way to the divine will. Because divine will is so powerful, once that sankalpa is made, it definitely happens. On this very stage, couple of years ago during Navaratri, that time Harish Rao garu vacharu ikkadiki, and one of the leading leaders in Telangana, he had come here and he said, please build a hospital in our place, Siddipet area. I said, if it is divine will, it will happen. But that day it was Siddhidatri that we were celebrating as part of Navaratri. I said, in Siddhidatri can bless that in Siddipet, with this Siddha Sankalpa of Swami, a hospital will manifest. And within 2 years, the hospital came through, and then today it is serving hundreds of children who are having heart diseases. And I was told that he was born in Siddipet, that is his birthplace. So I'm very glad to tell him that Siddipet became the center of activities for us. In that region of Telangana, we have a wonderful girls' school, as it was mentioned, where most of the girls come from very tribal areas. Many are single-parent children. That is the hostel which we don't close at all, because many don't go back home. They don't have a home. So it continues 365 days a year. The hospital today is serving children from all around Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, mainly most of the far-away regions of Telangana, tribal regions, to our various health centers, Sai Swasthya, which we have recently started. They're spreading all around, and from there we get referrals and patients come, especially the children, and they get their treatment done for free. So also Telangana is the only other state after Karnataka where we also have nutrition program for 16 lakh children. Almost all the government schools from class 1 to 10 are covered under this scheme, where they get morning ragi java, as it was mentioned. So many wonderful things have happened, and it is only because of the divine will. I also saw the presentation of Snehil on the first campus, Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Niketanam, in Kalburgi district, which is very close to Hyderabad. It's only 2.5 hours from Hyderabad actually. And it started as a small little tin shed, which was the school, come the kitchen, come the dining, come the prayer hall, and everything. And hostel was in a government building, which we hired for the time being. It was a government hostel which was not being used. So we hired that building for the hostel, and children would come every day from there to this campus while the construction was going on. But we did not want to wait for the construction to finish. in order to start the school. We said, let's start the school and eventually we will build the bigger building, and it was happening. And yes, the picture is true. I was there as everything, from climbing up sand trucks and checking whether the sand quantity was correct by pushing a rod all the way into the sand trucks and measuring, because sometimes they will put other things at the bottom and there won't be enough sand, to checking the boxes of tiles. Oh, enough, please remove that picture. And then going and checking whether the construction is happening, because we were under a very steep deadline, because we wanted to open it by the birthday of Bhagwan in 2012. So it was 6 months and it was a race against time, that too in a rural remote area. We did not even have an airport that time. Today we have an airport. We did not have a railway platform or railway station nearby in Kamalapura, which is now there. There was only one bridge that was connecting the Gulbarga town, then Gulbarga, now it's called Kalburgi. And that bridge would connect the Kalburgi side of the thing, and then we have to come 40 kilometers from the town to this place in Kamalapura. And that bridge was very old, so they were not allowing our construction trucks to come through that bridge, because they said it is very weak and such heavy vehicles are not allowed. Another bridge was being built, but then that was underway. It was taking a lot of time. So our trucks used to travel 10 kilometers extra through the villages to overcome that hurdle of crossing the bridge and come every day late. The biggest problem was the cement mixers. What used to happen is that they would start off from the factory in Gulbarga and they have to come in time, otherwise it will solidify. It will get wasted when you are doing all this concreting, that concrete mixers. So they would get stuck sometimes in traffic jams, and you would be praying that it should reach so that we can concrete the roof and do the slab, because if it doesn't happen, then all that cement and all that concrete mix will be wasted. So such challenges, I cannot tell you the kind of challenges that we have faced. But the great Tyagajivis like Dwarkanath sir, he did not even have a place. He had made a thatched hut and lived in that hut. There were not even trees there. One single tree was there, under which he built a thatched roof hut and was living there. And he will attend to nature's call, everything in the open. There's no toilet, no plumbing, no electricity also. And in the night, these Kaad handi, they call, what is it called? Not pigs, they're some kind of swine or whatever you call them. They would come in the night, and they run so fast. Before you blink, they're gone. They're so fast. So by chance you come in their way, you are gone. You will get killed. In the night they would come. And those wild pigs, wild boars. Such a dangerous place. There is not a lamp, no electricity, no water, nothing. Dwarkanath sir took it upon himself to stay there, live there, after resigning from a job in this institute here in Muddenahalli. And he just worked voluntarily, day and night. And we also worked. We also stayed in the same makeshift structures. By the time I went and joined, because we were running late for the schedule, so I also joined the people over there. In the basement, we were all living, 4-5 people sharing a room with one common bathroom, which everybody uses. And go to, like every day, I used to wake up at 6:30 a.m., I'll go to the labor shed and wake all of them up. There were laborers from Bihar and Odisha and very many places. And they would not come on time, so you have to wake them up. So literally, like your wardens come and wake you up in the morning, I used to go and wake up those laborers. First you have to pray that the laborers are there and they haven't run away in the night, because you never know. So you have to bring them up to the construction site and then watch over, because you don't watch over, they work slowly. And we had no time. The contractors were taking their own sweet time to do things. And architects left because it was remote and we were asking things too fast. So they just said, we cannot work with you people. So many things, new architects and new things. And the building construction had to happen, the funding had to happen. There was the first project, we really did not know where things would come from. And then Singapore devotees are the ones who really supported that first project, because of which it happened. Teachers were not there. Who will come and teach in a school which is a tin shed? And who believes that such a school can even sustain? And there was no precedence to that. But people came. Cooks would run away. They would go on Saturday or Sunday and they won't come back on Monday. But children will be waiting with their plates in their hands. Where is our breakfast? And our people, we will cook breakfast for them, cut onions, boil and some rice or make some rava and feed them. And we also would sit and eat in the same kitchen. Life was difficult, life was hard while we were building the first campus. But it was beautiful nevertheless because we were on a mission. We were very excited to do something amazing. Today so many campuses happened, it became a habit. But the first one is always special because you never did that before. I was a banker, knew nothing about construction and there was no internet in that place. Even if you want to today, like in smartphones, you scroll and learn about construction, there was nothing. But you had to look educated, otherwise these workers and laborers won't work under you. So you have to at least carry the map or whatever the construction plan and roam around to give a feel that you know things. And I had to learn construction, I had to learn architectural drawings, I had to learn what it means, what is M20, what is M22, which concrete goes where, and how it is prepared. Everything you had to supervise, so everything had to be taught. And coming from a very nice private banking, investment banking background, we are used to luxury. You wear branded clothes, branded watch, shoes, go in cars, live in AC. Suddenly in the scorching heat of Kalburgi, every day it's so hot, 45, 48 degrees. Even that you have to stand in the sun. If you don't stand, the laborers won't work. So it was all upon us to do whatever it was taking. From the oldest to the youngest, everybody was it. And school was also running. One incident I remember very, very fondly, and in fact it's a funny one. It's because we wanted to prepare some children to sing bhajans. So we had transferred a few children from Muddenahalli to Gulbarga on purpose who lived closer to Gulbarga, like their families were there, so that they can be taught bhajans and they would teach other people bhajans and some culture will start because it was totally a new place, nobody knew anything. So I was in charge of teaching them bhajans and I got one harmonium from somewhere and I caught hold of these 4 or 5 fellows and said, you know what, we are going to be inaugurating the basement of the building in a couple of weeks and the rest of the building later. So for that we want to prepare a small program and you all should sing bhajans. I caught hold of these people from Muddenahalli to school who had been transferred first and told you come and we'll sing bhajans. So I started teaching. These are some 7-8 of them after their school hours. And we had snacks and then after that bhajan training started. Suddenly one fellow, his name was Vinayak. I can never forget his name because he taught me a great lesson. He started crying. And I felt very moved. I thought how devoted he is. He's crying while singing bhajan. I never cried till date. So he must be really a great devotee. After some time, from small sobs, it became loud cries. And then he was shaking and crying and shivering. I said, this is too much devotion. Something is wrong. So I asked him, what happened? You are feeling, emotional, so emotional. What is it? Are you really feeling missing Swami, or you're wanting to connect, or you want to pray or whatever? He said, no, this is our games time. All my friends are playing out there and you are making me sing bhajans. He taught me a lesson. Shankaracharya says, Balas tavat krida saktaha, tarunas tavat taruni saktaha, vruddhas tavat chinta saktaha, parabrahmani kopina saktaha. When we are kids, we are interested in games and sports and fun and play. When we grow up a little in our teenage and adolescence, we are interested in the opposite gender. That's where our mind is all there. When we grow up even older, we become old people, we are worried about our health and other problems. Chinta saktaha. Parabrahmani kopina sakta. But nobody thinks of God, Adi Shankaracharya says. It was true 1200 years ago. It's true even today. It will remain true forever. That's how human minds are. So this child taught me and started crying. Then I went and told Narsimurti who was there. I told, I deceived. It's not his fault, it is your fault. How could you not let him play? In the games hours, you ask them to sing bhajan. Which child will be happy? Let him go and play. So that I learned from that Vinayak. Like this, so many wonderful, beautiful, because I never lived with children. I did not know what they think and how they think. But our people used to work till 2 a.m., 1 a.m., even elders. And then wake up again, start the whole day. And it was very hard work, very, very hard. Food was also not amazing. Today I see in these canteens, in these hostels, the food is luxury. What we ate in the morning, the breakfast would be one rava upma, and there won't be even chutney because there was no electricity. The grinder doesn't work. What can you do? Then you just take some curds or some pickle and eat. That was one item for breakfast. We all ate, including me, Narasimha sir, everybody. Lunch would be anna rasam or anna sambar, either. You can't have rasam and sambar and vegetables and side dishes and papads and salads and nothing. One buttermilk will be there, rice, and either rasam or sambar. If it's sambar, the vegetable goes into it. If it's rasam, then if possible a vegetable, otherwise you get something to eat on the side like a chutney or a podi. That's all was our lunch. Because there were no cooks, no workers, who would cook all this? And then dinner was also very simple. You'll get chapati and rice and maybe dal or one curry, whichever works out. That's all was our life. Everybody ate that, including me. First it was very difficult because very, very spicy food in Gulbarga and I was not used to it. Imagine somebody who was used to all these Bengalore's luxury life, you know. You are investment bankers, you get to live a very good life. Sponsored by all the mutual funds and all the other broking firms and all. You are always on the fly, traveling to different countries on holidays sponsored by your vendors. After all that, you end up in a place like Gulbarga and this is what you go through. But we were all committed that we have to build this somehow, come hell or high water. And that is how this campus was built. 2012, it was inaugurated in November on Bhagwan's birthday. And on that day, I remember Bhagwan told very clearly, this place will grow into the most important higher education center for North Karnataka. Imagine we are just opening a school, barely we managed to finish the school. And he made a statement, then in some years from now, it will become the most important higher education center in North Karnataka. It was too much to take in at that point in time because we were already so worried and nervous with the inauguration and all the functions. But the school inaugurated, 7 years down the line, it grew into a full-fledged university, a private university that too. The students, so many of them are here today. So I just was reminded of those wonderful days. They were hard days of labor, lot of difficulty, and your body will pain by end of the day. You would have walked and walked, I don't know how many steps every day. Today we count 7,000, 10,000, uncountable steps up and down the stairs, onto the roof, into the ground, and walking up and down as roads were being laid. And nobody thought we need to rest. Nobody thought. Today if people see watch and say, oh, that's time, let's go, this is my working hours are over. I work extra, I must get paid. It sounds silly to me, it actually sounds ridiculous to me. In a mission like this, nobody should look at watch and work. Wherever there is need, we must contribute. And everybody worked like that. So I miss those days of being one amongst the many, just being an ordinary person like everybody else. I miss those days, but then whatever the divine wills, that's what happens. So today my role is different, those days the role was different. And that is how we have grown as an institution. Everybody has contributed their might, giving up all comforts and all conveniences and working in hard days, labor, or keeping a watch even during the nights on our material and our children, because these wild animals were there. We didn't have a boundary wall and things like that. So you were always careful which animal can come inside. Snakes were there, scorpions were there, and these wild boars were there. And tell me, and that animal, a lot of other, of course peacocks were there, nice animals too, but wherever dangerous animals. And children were sleeping, so we had to keep an eye, to wake up every 2-3 hours to go on a round in rotation to check on children's safety. All that we did. Yet we worked and worked and worked and built the first institution literally on our backs. But it's very fulfilling because so many years down the line, so many of them have graduated, including Snehil has graduated, postgraduate from the same institute, and now he's taking care of it along with many brothers. And now also the school and university are running very well, and now it has grown into so many other schools and universities. So it's very fulfilling to see that it has happened. But today's generation, even 7-8 years down the line, they might look at us as people who are having a certain kind of lifestyle, but then you must remember the origins. And everything starts small. But when there is will, there is way. You don't give up. And that is how this mission has grown and come this far. Many supporters from many countries have supported this mission, especially the people from Singapore. I always remember them because they were the ones who believed when there was nothing. Today everything is there. Today if you tell people this can happen, people would believe because they have seen it happen in the last decade. But in those days, when we were the first thing in a faraway area, devotees from Singapore stood by our side and they supported it completely. That is how it has grown. Today we have Sathya Shankar. I went to Puttur to their Bindu, house of Bindu. I met the entire team of people, very nice people. And he is the story of inspiration. Those Indians are entrepreneurs by nature. That is there in their genes. We always were explorers, adventurers. We were go-getters. We were people who would make things happen. And like I mentioned the Gulbarga story to you today, he started so small. Can I share a little bit about you, Sathya Shankarji? Yeah, he came from Puttur, from a simple family of bhats. They are typical Purohits or simple farmers. And he went out of his comfort zone. Life could have been easy, just stay there and do what it needs to be done. But he moved to Bangalore and he borrowed money to get an auto rickshaw to begin his career. And he would drive that auto rickshaw. And with that hard work, slowly he repaid his loans, saving money, and then he started a car garage, repairs, mechanics. And he himself would work there, toil like anybody else. He's very interested in vehicles because that passion for vehicles made him do things. And from there, he has grown into a financing company because other auto rickshaw drivers wanted money to buy, how to buy auto rickshaw and build the business. So he would guide them and he started a financing company for that. And through that, he started helping other people buy auto rickshaws and taxis and transport vehicles. And that grew and finally one day he was somewhere in the north, he said. And he tasted this jeera. Jal jeera is very famous in the north. Those who are from north, they know. It's a nice cooling, soothing thing during summers especially. He tasted that and he thought this is unique. It does not exist in South India. I must bring this flavor to the south. And that is how he started his first venture, big venture of Jal jeera, which is what he called the soda jeera. He added soda into it and made it even more interesting, the fizz in it. And that is how Bindu's story started. And now they are into beverages, in snacks, in so many other fields. And when I went there, they told me somebody who started his career not very long ago with a single auto rickshaw today has a turnover of 800 crores in beverages. Manasidre Marga. You decide and you do it. And his noble wife, they invited me to their little farm and then I spent some time there. I went looking at the entire facility. It's world class. Everything is automated, clean, hygienic. Oh, you have some pictures. And then I told, I'm so inspired. I want to do something for your people, the workers, the employees. What can we do? And he has many facilities now, as you heard. It's in even Rangareddy is there and other places. He's building in Maharashtra and I don't know where else. But they're growing. So, and they were employing so many people. Those people were rural folks who wouldn't have any opportunities. See, he came from Puttur. He created opportunities for himself and then went back and created opportunities for thousands of more. Great model of entrepreneurship. And then I told him that something I can do for these people is to probably take care of their health so that if they're healthy, they'll come to work and then they can continue to contribute. And so today, I promised them that we will give them a health card along with our institution. And because they came today, I'm very happy that we have been able to launch the card and it will get issued to every single employee. First, you should take the card. If you take, only others would take. And we would take care of everybody, whoever needs tertiary care. This institution is there. Puttur is not very far. They can come overnight and take the services. So I'm happy to include them all as a part of our One World, One Family, that they are also a part of our family. And I like it because people think, oh, one side he says charity, other side he is praising capitalism. No, conscious capitalism is what I'm praising, not crony capitalism. Not that squeezes the last penny out of the customers and cuts corners to make profits. I don't like that capital, but capitalism which is conscious, which goes and creates opportunities for rural youth. They don't have to leave Puttur like him, leaving their parents behind in their villages without any support. They can live now very much in Puttur and that region, and they can take care of their families. They are not separated from them. Is that not a good contribution? It is. And giving them decent earning, a decent lifestyle, and their children getting better, prospects, better opportunities. Through a good business, you can create all these things. And that's what they have been able to achieve. I met their children also. They also have taken responsibility of the business and philanthropy. So I'm very happy to associate with them. And I just wanted to tell our children, because here is a story of a man from a small village in Karnataka who went all the way to build a huge brand. He's going global. That is possible where there is will. One side you had the success story of Gulbarga, where we started like daily laborers. We would carry the bricks and cement bags and whatever was needed. Nobody said, I am so and so, how can you ask me to do this? Everything was okay. And here is another story of Bindu group, which started so small. Imagine starting driving an auto rickshaw in Bangalore to begin your career. And today he is driving such a huge business. There was a nice video presented. I was very inspired. So why I am saying is that, see children, if you have passion, if you have will, nothing is impossible. Impossible should not be the word should not be there in your dictionary. You should remove it and throw it away, because that doesn't exist for those who have will and who are willing to work to fulfill that will. So whether it is individual or divine will is all that it takes to begin one's journey. And so much good is happening today, you see all around. It's because of that great divine will which comes from within so many of us. So that I deviated from Kazakhstan story today, but I just wanted to point out these two stories and how they compare with each other. A story of charity and the story of entrepreneurship. Both can exist in this sacred land and both can do well. Nobody is doing better or nobody is doing less. Both are important for the society. If he doesn't give jobs to those many people, I'll have to look after their children in our institutions. So to that extent, burden is shared. May you do good and may you continue to support several thousands of families, and with that, continue to help the economy grow, let them be independent, and of course, on the sidelines, continue to support the institutions like ours so that more and more children who did not have this opportunity, who knows, there is a Sathya Shankar waiting somewhere in one of those children to do something great in the future if only gets the education and opportunity. So I'm very happy to have him here. I'm happy to have the Honorable MP, Raghunandhan Rao Garu. I have not met him before, but he came. But he understood the entire mission so very well, that how this works, and he said this all works like smooth, clockwise. It's very precise because everybody does their job. Nobody needs to be told, do this or don't do that. Everybody does it from their inspiration. That is why it is growing so well, it is running so well, and we are very happy to have him here and very grateful for the kind words of appreciation for the institution that he shared with us. And once when we were students and somebody asked Bhagwan, he was giving talk to the management students, somebody asked Bhagwan, what is the best seva we can do? You want us to start a school, you want us to start this, start that. He told, whatever duty you have got to do, do it well. That is the best seva. If everybody does their duty well, a political leader does his duty well, an entrepreneur, businessman does his duty well, a teacher, a doctor, a student, a guruji, everybody does their own duty properly. No need to help anybody else. Everybody will be self-sufficient. That is how you should work. Whatever job comes your way, do it well. That's the one sentence answer to all the questions of the MBA students. Whatever you have got to do, do it well. That's best. That's the best seva you can do. Today the problem is that people don't do their jobs well, so somebody else has to do the job for them. That is the problem in the society. But if everybody does their job well, there won't be any issue. So, and also I want to celebrate Kazakhstan. Thank you for that nice robe. And it looked really nice. I will try it out later behind the stage. It's a beautiful country. At least I have seen the pictures. I haven't been there. But from whatever we heard from the people who spoke, Ms. Sain, who is working on various projects of education, empowering children, especially from marginalized sections, and also helping children regain health, children who are autistic, working with their parents. It's wonderful seva. Because children are the future of the world. If they are not happy, they are not satisfied, if they are not grateful, they will grow into angry citizens, frustrated, upset. ungrateful, and that's very detrimental to societal evolution. So doing anything for any child anywhere in the world, as I say, children are world citizens. They don't belong to any country or a place or to some family. They belong to the whole world. So we must work for their welfare wherever we are. So we are happy to celebrate such amazing humanitarians. Every day we get inspired by listening to their stories. So we are very happy to have her here and accept the award on behalf of our foundation. And we would continue to work with such amazing people wherever they're from. I also heard this wonderful talk by Rishi, and she was talking about her transformation. And a transformation can be so simple. You took some food to somebody somewhere with a broken leg, and she found God because she was losing faith in God. She thought God does not exist. And just then somebody arrives with a packet of food. That's enough to restore faith in God. So that is why this mission is not about instilling faith in just humans. This mission is instilling faith in God in the hearts of people. Because God does everything. We are all instruments. Through us He does. And that gives a lot of mental courage and strength. We all will go through bad and good times, as we are reading in Ashtavakra Gita. Both will happen to us. You can't wish away. No bad time should happen to me. It will happen, whoever you are. But in those times, the only strength that we have is the Atma Bala. Not the Deha Bala, not the Buddhi Bala, not the Dhana Bala or Jana Bala. None of these work in those times. Only Atma Bala works. That faith in divine works. That gives us the courage to go through our life, the ups and downs of it. So that is why every time we serve somebody, we are restoring their faith in the divine. And that's a huge seva. You may not understand as children, you may not perhaps understand the depth of what Rishi was telling. But those who have gone through life, enough of life, they know what she's telling. Just to restore faith in God in somebody who is forlorn, forsaken, forgotten. That itself is a huge, huge seva. I remember I was in Bijapur. Children were very, very young. School had just started and we had gone there, and Bhagwan told me, my favorite work is to install God in the hearts of young children. That's my favorite work, to install God in the hearts of young children. When they develop devotion, they develop faith, my job is done. And that is what exactly we are continuing to do by doing whatever little we are doing. We are installing God and instilling faith in God in the hearts of all people, children and the elderly. That is the beauty of this mission. It spans everything. It's just not a social service. It is spiritual service also, and everything in between. So let this mission continue. May this grow leaps and bounds. As the other day I said, you are all the future of this mission. It rides on your shoulders. And you all have become, like Snehil, he came as a small boy, he's grown up. So also so many girls have grown up. They've taken responsibilities of all these institutions. So it makes me feel like, as I said, the Upanishad, the mantra from Purusha Suktam says, Sahasra Shirasha Purushaha, Sahasra Aksha Sahasrapat. That Supreme Purusha has thousands of hands, thousands of heads, thousands of feet. Truly there is no one single person like that. But when we all get together with one single purpose, which is to do the divine will, we all become the hands of the divine, the feet of the divine, the faces of the divine. And you become, the entirety of it, the cosmic form of divinity is this collective togetherness of all humans who want to work for the same cause. So that's why when I see our children growing up, I feel like that Purusha with thousands of hands, feet, faces, that all of them are going to take up these responsibilities in all parts of the country. May this mission continue to grow. And we have a presentation by the people of Kazakhstan in a short while. They're very artistic. Kazakhstan people are very artistic, very expressive, very musical, very, very subtle in their expressions. They're very nice, a different type of culture that Kazakhstan brings. It sits in the middle of Europe, and that is the East and West and Asia. So they have a little of Europe, they have a little of the Asia, and because they were on the Silk Route all through, so they imbibed a lot of these cultures from many, many different people. So they have a lot of art and music and culture and cuisine and multi-faith country. Though there are so many ethnic groups, they live together. Something wonderful to learn from, and I believe it is a very progressive country. It's advancing fast even in a modern way. So I had a trip to Kazakhstan at some point in time for a conference, global conference, but in the last moment we could not go, and so I never could visit Kazakhstan. But I hope I will come sometime in the future and be with the people over there and see and learn from all of you. So again, welcoming everybody from Kazakhstan today for this One World, One Family World Cultural Festival. We'll have a short break and I'll come back again for the music program that will follow. Once again, thanking Sri Raghunandan Rao Garu for coming all the way and being a part of this festivity, showing his support and solidarity, and everybody else who is here. I conclude.
We will now have a short break of 10 minutes, after which we will reconvene for the cultural presentation. This evening, we are delighted to present a vibrant cultural program comprising both the traditional music and dance of Kazakhstan. The program features the Asu ethno-folk music group, from the fiery rhythms of Q Tartas, Adai and others, to the lyrical beauty of Saryarka and Korogli. The expressive sounds of the Domra and Kobus carry the timeless voice of the great steppe. The performance will be accompanied with the traditional Kazakh dances by the State Dance Theatre NAS, including Aizan Q, Aku and others. Together, their music and dance give us a glimpse of Kazakhstan's cultural heritage. On instruments we have Ms. Aigiriam Kozabayeva on the Kobus, Mr. Ravan and Ms. Molder on the Domra, Ms. Kenjigan on Kahun and Tabal, Mr. Eldos on Shercher. Among the dancers we have Ms. Nargis, Ms. Jansaya, Ms. Aidana and Ms. Karina Rabkina. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for these artists from Kazakhstan.
жүйрік майда шалай, бар мекен бізде янды зарай, ішінде топ қарағай, уәделескен көзіңнен мөлдірен ай. Құландай жүйрік майда жалай, бар мекен бізде янды зарай, ішінде топ қарағай, уәделескен көзіңнен мөлдірен ай, көзіңнен мөлдірен ай, көзіңнен мөлдірен ай.
Айналайын қарағым қалсаздырмай ақ-оу. Мінезімді ай несіне жасырайын ағайша. Расыменен көңіліңді берсең маған ақ-оу. Бала қазай жем беріп асырайын ағайша. Мінген атым турала жалтарадай қояндай, татулықтың белгісі қозыда көрпеш баяндай. Аянда сәулем, аянда, аянда шоу, аянбай. Аянда сәулем, аянда, аянда шоу, аянбай. Сен қалайсың қарағым, мен дегендей ақ-оу. Дошар қанат менде жоқ, сен дегенде оғайша. Тигізетін құрғыбыңа пайдаң бар ма ақ-оу. Күндіз түні сен ойлап шөлдегенде оғайша. Мінген атым турала жалтарадай қояндай, татулықтың белгісі қозыда көрпеш баяндай. Аянда сәулем, аянда, аянда шоу, аянда. Аянда сәулем, аянда, аянда шоу, аянбай.
Now we're going to perform Kutatas, which is a traditional Kazakh musical duel performed on the dombra.
I think if I have to, and I should not be rating programs because been so many programs and everybody has done the very best. But I think this turns out to be one of those top 10 in the last 57 days. So something nice and wonderful, very happy and very enjoying also. They were enjoying and they helped us also enjoy. See how beautiful is this world, isn't it? What a beautiful world where so many wonderful things happen, so many cultures, countries, music, traditions, and every day we get to see something new, enjoy something new. And they were very good, they were very fine. And even the dancers were so elegant. It was really a treat to the eyes and the ears. Yeah, so I think if another time, if you have a mini world cultural festival, and if you have to just select 10 countries to call, this would definitely be one of them. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for this.
On behalf of the devotees from Kazakhstan, Ms. Asel will now present to Sadguru the dombra, which is their national instrument. We will conclude with the national anthem of Kazakhstan, followed by the national anthem of India. We request everyone to kindly rise.